Go.
Hi, guys. It is Jenny and Mimi here, and we're the founders of the naughtynutritionist.com, where we're all about teaching you easy tips and strategies on how to lose weight and reach your health goals without giving up all the fine foods in life. So welcome to another week of Diet Talk. We're going to be getting a little bit chatty with chocolate and wine. We were supposed to have chocolate and wine tonight, but I don't have any chocolate. I don't know if you do, Mirna, but I do have wine.
I don't have chocolate.
Okay, so we have the wine.
We have the wine.
Of course. And we're here to discuss the most popular fad diets. Last week we did carbs. This week we're going to be uncovering the truth behind popular detox diets or cleanse systems. I know you probably heard of quite a few of them. You know, there's the master cleanse, juice cleanses. There's quite a few cleanses and detoxes out there, soup detoxes, etc. But what we're really going to dive into today is whether or not it's true that they really help to magically clear out toxins from your body in whatever the amount of time is that they claim that they do. So we're gonna get maybe a little bit geeky here and there, but stay with us until the end because we're going to also share some simple daily habits that you can start implementing to boost your body's detox capacity naturally without crazy diets, juices, pills, or spending a boatload of money.
Yeah, and I want to say hello to anybody that's joining us. I can see there's a couple of people that are watching. So if you have any questions throughout, just let us know. And we're going to start with a bit of the facts on detox. So whether you're detoxing or not, doing the cleanse, the juice cleanse, whatever cleanse, it doesn't matter because your body is naturally designed to detoxify. So you have your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, your skin, and your intestines that help you with detoxing every single day. So by doing that, it doesn't mean that you have a free pass and you can just drink or eat whatever you want just because your body has the tools to take care of it. So just as an example, if one night, and it's happened to us, we're not gonna lie, you have too many glasses of wine. So what happens is that the priority of your body is to detoxify this influx of alcohol because alcohol, it is in big amounts of alcohol, it is a toxin. We can't say that it's not. And if you have too much, you won't be feeling good. It may get dangerous. So your body's emergency is to detoxify that influx of alcohol to keep you alive. So your liver, which is the main organ that's involved in detoxifying this alcohol, will stop working on any functions that are not as important or an immediate threat to you, and it would focus on clearing out all the alcohol. So the liver has over 500 jobs that it handles every single day. So it's a lot of things that are probably being put on hold just to be able to detoxify that alcohol. And if you do this over and over again, you can imagine that things will start piling up. So anything that's not as important will be on the hold. And over time, you're not going to be feeling so well.
Yeah, so just going back to the whole alcohol, I like to talk about it more in a sense like on the weekends when you're drinking and you're out at parties, you have a little bit too many, and then also on top of it, you're eating whatever's in sight because you've had alcohol and then you just want to soak it up with food. So if you do enjoy that on occasion, we know what you're talking about because we've been there. But in a situation like this, how would a detox affect you? And we want to talk about what's wrong with the most popular detox diets and cleanses today in a sense of that, like going out and partying and then taking on a juice cleanse just because you feel bloated and you feel like you've had a little bit too much. So we're going to talk about that. The first point that we want to touch base on is juice cleanses, for example, because they are so popular. Everybody's buying these boxes of juice cleanses or getting juice delivered to their door, which is fine. I do have a nice green juice on occasion, and I like it, and it makes me feel good. But juice cleanses, in a situation like this where you're out drinking and eating too much and you feel bloated and lethargic, and then you decide you want to lose a little bit of weight, so you buy into a juice cleanse system, it actually might not be as good for you and as good for your detox pathways as it claims to be. And I'm going to tell you why. The first reason is because it lacks fiber, and fiber is a cleanser. So we call it the broom to your GI tract. It kind of, as your gastrointestinal system or your intestines or whatever, builds up food or poop, as we love to throw down that word, but builds up this stuff in your system, right? And the fiber comes in and it kind of just rips all of that from the walls and it pushes it out of your system. So fiber is great, and what juice cleanses lack is fiber. So there have also been studies that show that fiber might actually help absorb nutrients better. So if you are just drinking juice that have no fibers left in them, then what you're essentially just drinking is the leftover sugars, especially if that juice is high in fruits. Yeah, so you're left with fructose, which is a simple sugar. And this might wreak havoc on your system because you have the sugars left over, no fibers to balance out those sugars, and now you have a spike and a crash in blood sugars, and it could cause issues. So that's the first one, first point. The second point is that juice cleanses are low in protein, and protein is essential for detoxing. Protein's building block for your tissues, enzymes, and we need protein to build all material to eliminate toxins properly. So very important that when you're detoxing or you want to do a little bit of a cleanse, that you're eating foods that contain protein and fiber. And then the third point is that we can't really get rid of toxins in a matter of a few days. So juice cleanse systems tell you clear out all these toxins. I think Master Cleanse is one of the biggest ones for making promises to clear out and cleanse toxins in a matter of, I think it's 14 days or 10 days. It's just not true. There is no science-backed data to say that, yeah, you can do that and that's going to be great for your body. First reason could be because that when that 14 days is up and maybe your body's working a little bit more efficiently, maybe not, but you might go back to eating the way that you ate before and it didn't teach you how to support your detox organs properly. You can't ever eliminate all the toxins from your body in a matter of 3, 5, 7 days, whatever. It's more a lifestyle that's going to help eliminate toxins. It's going to support your detoxifying organs, such as your liver, your lungs, your GI tract, all these organs that actually detox. You need to support it with a healthy diet every single day. So that's number 3. That's a huge point on why these cleanse systems don't necessarily work properly.
Yeah. And I think I wanted to add to that because we've been throwing out the word toxins everywhere, and we don't want to make it sound like something scary. When we're talking about toxins, we're talking about anything that your body can't really use in a purposeful way, so that it needs to get rid of it. So it doesn't necessarily need to mean like poison, but we are exposed as well to a lot of things from our environment, and it's a part of like the everyday life. So yeah, so that's why it's important to be able to detoxify properly, but the detox cleanses or juice cleanses are not the ideal way to do that. So the fourth point on that, and I think it's the main reason a lot of people go through juice cleanses, and that is to lose weight. But it's a very bad idea because your fat cells actually act as a storage site for any fat-soluble toxins. So water-soluble toxins can usually be more easily eliminated through your kidneys, for example. But for fat-soluble toxins, some of them get stored. And if you start losing weight, if you go on like a 14 or 21-day juice cleanse, and you start losing weight too quickly, you're gonna feel lousy. And that is because sometimes when the fat is broken down, then some of those toxins can enter the bloodstream. And when you're not eating enough, when you're not having your proteins, as Jenny was mentioning, and all of that, then you don't have the nutrients to be able to detoxify anything that is coming out into your bloodstream, so it can backfire. So with that in mind, like with all those 4 points in mind, we have a few of our favorite ways to optimize your detox without doing a juice cleanse, without going on fasting or detox or taking any supplements or pills, because there's a lot of the cleanses and detoxes, they rely on a big amount of supplements that claim they're going to detoxify your body. So we don't recommend taking those, especially without an advice from a practitioner, because sometimes they can do more harm than good. So with that in mind, one of our favorite ways, and I try to do that almost every day, is to have a 12-hour window between your dinner and your breakfast. So for example, if you finished eating dinner around 6 or 7 p.m., maybe you would eat breakfast at 6 or 7 a.m. And this would give your body this 12-hour break from food in order to focus better on any other functions. And it can help improve your sleep, your bowel movements, and it will help you recover better at night. And it doesn't mean that you can't have a light snack. For example, if you got hungry around 8 or 9, you can have a small snack, but it's about the main meal being like a 12-hour window between that.
Yeah, definitely. Lemons. We always talk about lemons.
Yeah.
We always talk about lemons because they're amazing. They help with bile formation, which is essential for your liver, and helps to break down fats. Bile is something that we don't really think about all that often, but it is pretty important. And a lot of us have had gallbladder issues and had the gallbladder removed. So focusing on your gallbladder, your liver, really awesome. Lemons are great for that. Lemons also help with metabolism and regenerating the liver. So we like to recommend in the morning to have a warm glass of water with lemon, or to add it to teas, add it to salads, just kind of add lemon wherever you can, because it's amazing for your system, amazing for your liver, amazing for your gastrointestinal system. It helps promote peristalsis, which is the movement of bowels. So it helps to keep you regular. And it's high in vitamin C and totally awesome. But we do definitely recommend, if you're drinking lemon water straight up, to have it with a straw, because it is one of the most acidic foods that you can eat. It's very alkaline when you eat it, but when it hits your teeth, it's very acidic on your teeth. So just drink it with a straw, or else, you know, it could damage your enamel. Just a little tip. Another thing that we like to recommend is eating sulfur-rich foods, such as garlic, onions, eggs, cabbage, walnuts, almonds, cashews, sunflower, and sesame seeds are also really high in sulfur. Why sulfur? It helps with glutathione production. And if you guys don't know what glutathione is, it is maybe we call it a master antioxidant. It's one of the big antioxidants, and to have proper glutathione production is essential in the maintenance of health.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I'm going to go back to the poop. And it's the natural laxative. So our fourth tip is having fiber-rich foods. So when all of these, well, I'm going to say toxins again, but again, it's anything your body can't use purposefully. They're dumped into the liver, from the liver into the bile, and then they go to the intestine. So what happens is in the intestine, fiber helps to bind all of these toxins and excrete them out of the body. So without having enough fiber in your diet, you're not moving things optimally, and sometimes they may be reabsorbed, and your liver has to deal with them again. So it's just an additional burden. And of course, our fifth tip is to hydrate. So you want to ensure that you're always drinking enough water, tea. We like herbal teas, even green tea is all right, chamomile, lemon balm. I like lavender. Recently, I've really started liking lavender mixed with green tea, soups, and your fruits and veggies. Sometimes we don't think of it, but fruits and vegetables are usually 80 to 95, up to 95% water. So you are also getting water when you are eating those fruits and veggies.
And just quickly on hydration and teas, there's nothing wrong with having a tea that is called a detox tea, or having herbs that are good for assisting in detoxing. So for example, I have like a detox tea every day. I drink a lot of nettles. I drink a lot of burdock root. I drink a lot of these teas, not as a supplement entirely, but as an addition to my diet to help assist with the functions of my detox organs. So just a quick point on that. Another couple of things that you can do to help detox is refined sugar, meat, and dairy are huge contributors to overloading the system with just inflammatory foods, foods that aren't necessarily good for you, foods that can cause damage if eaten in excess. So if you just limit your intake of especially the refined sugar, because sugar just wreaks, it just causes so much damage to the system in excess. Just limit it. And also moving and exercising is huge for natural ways to detox. It's essential. Sweating is one of the best ways to get rid of toxins like BPA and mercury, which are found in a lot of things. So move your butt, exercise 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week is a nice place to start, and then you can just increase it gradually when you find what form of exercise works for you. And yeah, so those are our 7 kind of tips on how you can detox naturally without, I always go back to the money aspect of it, because sometimes I find that if you just do things on a cheaper, you'll get the same results. But yeah, so there's that. Take care of your body, eat the right foods, balance. And if you guys want more information, you can download our free guide, 10 Naughty Secrets to Never Diet Again. We'll have the link in up and down, above and in the comments. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed our detox talk. Have a great night.
All right. Good night.